Hi, it's Bagga with the Bagga team from Royal LePage Magna.
And Cameron Bullock with the Buyer's Choice Home Inspections, the A-Team.
Week number seven. Cameron is with me from Buyer Choice. Cameron is one of the most knowledgeable person, I think, that in inspection industry. In week number 7, what we are talking about? Humidifiers, correct?
Humidifiers, yep.
One of the most common courtesy is coming back saying, hey, humidifier is wrong. Hey, it's leaking and it's dripping all over. And also, it fogged up my whole windows. So let's talk about it, Cameron. Cameron, give us insight. How important does humidifiers play a role in home maintenance or home buyer that people need to know?
Quite a bit, actually. There's water running through them, so there's definitely potential for leaks. So some of the stuff that we do see, and I'll actually open it up just really quick here.
While humidifier is attached to your furnace. And then look at that, Cameron, go ahead.
So some of the things that we do notice, these pads here, and they almost look like a honeycomb. Basically the water, it's a waterfall. The water runs past all this. As the air flows through the different vents, it actually evaporates and then it'll go through the house and add humidity to the house itself.
So Cameron, there's a fresh air comes here, and then it depends on which season you are. Air goes here, water drips on top of this column things, and then goes into your main line, and it goes into your home. Is that correct?
Correct. You bet.
Hopefully this will be all understanding in the part, but carry on.
So as you were talking about here, this baffle actually has different settings. It has a summer setting and a winter setting. So in the summertime, it's actually closed.
Okay.
And that way it stops the air flow going through the humidifier itself.
Why summer is closed and why winter is open? Like winter and this is summer. This is winter, this is summer. Okay.
So wintertime, we want airflow coming through there, like we said, so that as the water's coming down, it actually evaporates. Okay, and then it goes through the house. So if we have it closed, then there's very, very minimal airflow going through there. There won't be any evaporation. Okay. So you can see now it is set up that it does give enough water that there'll be excess water, so there is a drain line on it.
Okay.
So as these pads fill up,
okay,
they actually start to overflow. Okay. And then that's when we see as home inspectors that we start to have a bit of puddle on the floor or staining and that sort of thing. So these should be looked at once a year. And then we recommend that basically that's done the same time that you have somebody come in and take a look at your furnace. And that's basically to make sure that this is going to be able to take you through your winter time.
Okay. So this pad is also a removable and also changeable, as Cameron said, that you need to maintain at least once a year. Very important. What is the cost for this we are looking at?
These, my understanding, and each one's going to be different.
Okay.
Around the $70 to $100 mark, depending on what brand you have and how big they are.
Excellent. Okay. And then if somebody don't have this drip humidifier, a lot of time has those old time. Remember that has an old small little component?
They're called the pan.
Yeah.
There's pan and then there's rotary, and the rotary actually was the next step up from the pan. So the pan is literally what it is. It was just a box with a plastic container in the bottom with a float.
Yeah.
Now, because here in Alberta we have such hard water, there's lots and lots of minerals that are in our water. So those were renowned for leaking because the minerals would eventually start to corrode that or build up on the float. And so when the float went up and turned on, it would just stay on, and then it would just start to overflow and it would create a mess on the floor.
And then what about this kind of humidifier somebody wanted to change and then they put up a brand new, what is the ballpark they are looking at?
My understanding is anywhere from about $500 to $750 somewhere in there for a humidifier like this.
That is a good investment. It's a good for your health, good for your wood, all the cracking, whatever you're looking at it. That's all caused by this humidifier. If you don't have it in your home, make sure that is got inspected, make sure it's called maintained, make sure it's, if it's old style, those old school, need to be changed. You need to be saving up somewhere $500 to $700. Is that correct?
Yep.
And also, and my last question, we saw those adjustment of moisture level. Like sometimes they are on like 60, 70, 30. What does that mean? Like where they're supposed to be?
So that's a great question. So you want to basically set those when it starts to get cold. So at the beginning of winter, put them up to about 35%. Okay.
35.
So about 35%. And then you're going to watch over the next few days as ice forms around your windows. And that's why I said at the beginning of winter. So as it starts to form ice, it means we have a little bit excess humidity in the house. So you want to turn that dial down about 1% every day till all of a sudden there's no more ice or humidity on the bottom of the window. And that's right perfect for your house. Usually it's between the 30 to 35%. Our house is set about 35 or 33%. Now, when we get into our cold chills where it drops to -40, -50 or whatever we have in the winter times, you might need to adjust that humidifier because now it's even colder. So any sort of moisture is going to freeze the windows very, very quickly. So in those temperatures, you might need to turn down your humidifier thermostat, so to speak, your adjustment, down a little bit more so you don't have all that big ice build up on that, because when it starts to warm up to -20, you will have moisture and whatever in your house on those windowsills.
So all the viewer, in simple words, just like a layman, because some home does have a lot of moisture. They have longer showers. They have a longer cooking, because if you have a lot of moisture, so you need to dim down. You need to adjust your thermostats. That's called humidifier thermostat, just like Cameron said, that it depends on your home requirement. There's no set rule, but according to Cameron, it's at 35%, but you need to sometimes bring 33%, or if you have more humidity, you might need to bring over 30%. You need to adjust according to your home requirement. That's also a biggest concern comes in a winter time. And also a lot of people, they have a lot of wood inside. They have those crack, they have a hardwood in there crack because of just cause of this small little component in your home. Hopefully this tip will be helpful for you. Any things you wanted to discuss before we can wrap up this video?
No, that's pretty much it. I mean, I guess the other thing that you could do too is you can go out and buy humidity gauges and maybe put them throughout the house, and if you feel that way, and that way you know what different areas of your house has for humidity in it, and that'll also help you gauge where you should have that little dial.
Hopefully this tip will be perfect and helpful for you. It doesn't matter your home buyer or it doesn't matter your home seller. Make sure these things are done before than that. Just like a filter need to be changed, it's like 10, 20, 30 bucks. Change it, because it's otherwise going to come a deficiency. And Cameron's going to come and say, wrong, this needs to be done. If it's a dripping, leaking, hey, that's your investment. Make sure that's all maintained properly. All right, well, week number 7 is all wrapped up. Me and Cameron will meet you in next week in week number 8. Hopefully this tip will be helpful for you. But if you have any question, which you may have more question, Cameron, where are they gonna call you?
You can call us at 780-900-9003, and that's with the A-Team.
Well, here we go. And as you know, the Bagga team is just only deliver value. Hopefully this tip will be helpful for you, which make your life better. If you guys have any questions for us, anything related to real estate, we are here and dedicated to talk to you. Phone number, you can give us our phone call at 780-431-5615 or visit www.manibagga.com. See you next week.